Do you see what is this? When I click this start call button, it should call this number. So I will learn you everything from this intent in this video, so check it out till end. Okay, so welcome guys, and welcome to this next tutorial, and this tutorial will be about intents. So I simply create a button here in activity main, an image view, and edit text. So I prepare it myself, and I create also a template of an intent. So I can basically create it like an intent, and this first intent will be about how to run the next activity. I show it also. You can click this card up here and check this video out. So intent, new intent will be as activity is equals to new intent, like get application context, then and the activity, so dot class. This is the basics. So basically start activity and activity like this. Okay, when we run it, it should work and start the next activity. Okay, so as you can see now, when I click the start your assistant or whatever it is, click, it will pop up the next activity. Okay, so it's working. Okay, so in this next intent, we should search for this URI on your web browser. So basically, I want to show you how to create it really easy. Also an intent, we can run a browser, and it equals to new intent, and this will be as intent dot action view here, and URI dot parse, and the website, it should be with the HTTP or HTTPS this line, because when you don't do it, it will prompt an error. So HTTP and example.com like this, and basically only start activity browser like this. Okay, basically it should work. Okay, so now when I click the start your assistant, it should browse the example.com. So start and example.com. Perfect. Okay, so in this next, we can basically search for some keywords like cat videos in here in this web browser. So this will be pretty trickier, because I want to create basically intent and like browser or whatever you want to call new intent. Here will be an intent dot action web search, like web search this. Okay, next will be the browser dot put extra and search manager, and will be query like this. And basically what do you want to search, like cat videos. Okay, and the last will be start activity and the browser. Okay, so we can basically try it. Okay, so as I said, when I click the start your assistant, it should browse for the cat videos. Like you should know what they want. I'll basically do with Google and search for cat videos. Perfect, it's basically working. Okay, so in this next example, we can basically start settings or whatever another application. But now I want to start settings, but you can also concrete what type of settings, like settings is equals to new intent, and here settings like this, and dot and action Wi-Fi settings, Bluetooth or whatever. I can basically type a Wi-Fi settings and basically start activity the settings, and now it should start the Wi-Fi settings.
Okay, basically when I start your assistant, it should start the Wi-Fi settings. Open. Perfect. It's working.
Okay, so this should be pretty harder because in this intent we wanna share our application for any social media, and this is how it looks. And I basically show you how we can do it really easy. So basically create a new intent called like social, and it's equals to new intent. And now the new intent should have an intent and action sent. Perfect. Next we should set the type, so social dot set type like this, and it should be text plain like this. Next we should add the extra, so put extra, and the intent subject, so intent dot subject and subject here, or whatever subject you want. Next, as you can see in this example, my example, we should concrete the text. Perfect. So social dot put extra and intent text, and here will be basically text here, or your text. And the last, this will be pretty trickier because we should make start activity but not the social. We wanna create an chooser from more applications, so because we don't know how he want to share, so intent dot create chooser, uh, it's rank like this. Here social, specify your intent, and here basically type whatever, like share via or whatever you want. So now when I start this application, it should work.
Also, when I click the button, it should create the chooser, and you basically see I can choose from many applications to share the text. So now we know it's working. So perfect.
Okay, so next would be also a share, but specify the email. So we want to specify the chooser for this email. So basically start with an intent, and like email is equals to new intent, and here basically intent action sent, like we create in the before, so email, but now don't type but set data type, so set data type, data type in here. And now concrete the URI dot parse, and it should be an email like this. And next, how will be the message? You can basically only learn this like message and RC822 like this. Okay, next, email put, we want to make an email like you can see in this example, and it should be no the sender, but it should be uh the client for this. So extra email intent dot extra email. Next you can basically add the subject, or example dot example gmail.com. Next you can basically add the subject here, and text. I can basically copy this like this and create an email and Ctrl V like this. But it shouldn't work. Only I will copy only this, and now basically start the activity and create the chooser. So intent dot create chooser with this email and with a subject like choose email. Perfect. Now we can try our application.
Okay, now when I click this button, you should see that there are only applications who can send the email, not the social media. So no social media here. Perfect, working. So we can go to another.
Okay, so next intent should be the maps. So we wanna find a place on the Google Maps or whatever maps. So basically, we start with creating new intent as maps or map, new intent, and intent action, but action view. So intent dot action view. Next, we specify the data, so dot set data with an URI, and we can specify the geo data. So geo, I have in this example the Bratislava geo location, so 48 comma null and 70.6. Okay, and next we will create only the chooser, so set a start activity with an intent and create a chooser with this map and with this launch map or choose map. Okay, and we can basically see it should pop the Bratislava.
Okay, so I will click on this button and you should see it find the application. We can find something on maps, so we can select the Google Maps and you can see here is Bratislava. So basically it's basically working. Okay, and we can go for a harder intent.
Okay, so this intent will pick an image from gallery, and I am super excited to show you because it's pretty tricky, but it's super useful because I will basically create an intent with an pick, and this intent will be equals to new intent, and this intent will have this and get content. So intent dot get content. Next, we can specify the type, so pick dot set type, and it should be an image, every image from the gallery. And now only specify the chooser, so start activity, but not the basic. We want to start activity for result because when I pick an image, it should go back to application and make something with this image, like do it for this image view or for a bitmap. So therefore is this start activity for result. So start activity for result intent, and we will create a chooser pick, and next will be select image or picture, and the last will be an integer value. I create here an public static pick image with an integer value. It's not important which value should be. I basically make as 1, so pick image right here. And now we should also create an on activity result. So on activity, but we can do it in here. So I should basically do it like this, and here on activity result, a little bit more space. Perfect. Now we have here an activity result, and I want to specify when this request code is equals to pick image. So when you really pick this image, so request code is equals to pick image and the result code. So if it's it should be okay or not okay, it's equals to okay result here of the result is good or not. Basically create the if statement, and in here I wanna copy, because I prepare it here, copy this code and paste it in here. So our image view, its type is image id right here, and it will find view by id. Next URI, and this data is the data he get from the gallery. So data dot get data, and image set image URI, and basically this URI. So now when I start it, basically you can pick any image from your gallery.
Okay, so when I click this button, we can basically see that it opens a gallery. I can pick an image and it should basically open and paste this image here. So we can now go to next intent, and it should be the camera.
Okay, so this should be this camera. So now we create a pick image, but now I wanna create the image with this camera. So basically intent is equals to new intent, but we didn't specify the name, so intent it should be less camera like intent, and this intent should be the media store dot action image capture like this. Now we want to make this if statement. So if is take picture is basically not null, so he basically didn't close the window, we can start this activity for result. So if take picture or the camera dot resolve activity and get package manager is not equals to null, it basically start activity for result with this take or camera, and next also the value will be I create another, so camera image, the value will be 2. So camera image, okay, and here is our on activity result. And now you can see when it's pick image, so it's 1, it should make this, and when it's camera image it should make something else. So else if request code is equals to camera image and the result. So when the result is okay, so result okay, perfect, result okay. And now basically only copy this code, because I create these lines of code for it, and it basically find this image view by ID, then create and bundle and share it to bitmap, and then image set image bitmap. So from this data we can get this image bitmap. It's another way to make it, because we can make it like this or like this. So this is another. Perfect. Now we can test our application.
Okay, basically when I click this button, you should see it open a camera, and I basically can take a picture, and it's basically working as well. In here you can basically see what I capture, which photo I capture. So okay, we should get to a harder intent, and I think it should be the last intent.
Okay, so this is the last intent I have for this video, and I think it's the most complicated intent. This intent make a call. So for this intent you should have a permission here, this call phone, this permission. Basically I can remove this, and you should have this call phone permission in your manifest in here, manifest.xml main activity. And I can basically explain what it does. This is an edit text. It basically find this edit text, edit by ID. Next it check if we have a permission granted for this application. When it is, basically when are the permission granted, it should go here and get the numbers from the edit text. When not, it should prompt and request permission, and you should basically tap the permission should be granted. So basically I want to test it right now and show you what it does.
Okay, and now it's the big moment, because when I click this start your assistant, it should basically request the permission. I basically enable it like this, and I make and basically everything should work as well. So this is the call intent.
Okay, so this video was about intents, and I hope you learned something new, because I say a lot of uh, a lot of information to you, and the 10 most exciting intents and most useful intents. So I hope you like this video, and please share and subscribe my videos and my channel, because I hope you learned something new from this. And stay excited for another video, and bye bye.